this 13-point match just to see if I can find any interesting decisions. I'll try to skip through the trivial stuff and get there. This was a pretty good return. They come out here. Okay, 6-5. You could be tempted to hit loose or something, but no, we're making the 3. Definitely trying to keep the hit as clear. So for here, this is definitely when we have this stack, I'm definitely thinking about just trying to make a more efficient use of my checkers. We can, our best bet is to we need to catch up in the race because we're down 23. So a bold play is clear. They hit us back. So we come in and we have to just keep going. At this point, I'm thinking about if I'm loose, then if I get hit with my blot on the 4, then I could maybe take the 22. So here's a double. And so I'm thinking about it. I've got a anchor. Okay, so when I have an anchor, I'm feeling pretty safe in terms of not getting gammon, but I have 4 back and a blot. So I could have 5 back. So that is going to give a bunch of gammons. It turned out to be 25% gammons. Okay, but they've got some work to do. They've got 2 on my side of the board, and they've still got their midpoint. So, and we have this anchor. So we're going to have at least some mild contact value late in the game. So that's enough to take at 0-0. They advance, and this was good for us. So we can cover that blot and jump out, and then all of a sudden, our win chances are like 45%. Okay? So that turned around rather quickly. What did they do? They danced again. Double 5s. So double 5s here. All these checkers back here. I'd love to get moving, but they're blocked. The next 2 5s. Whoops, what did I do here? The next 2 5s. Where are my 5s? Here are my 5s. Okay, so these 2 to hit the 5 is great. We want to make the 5. And 2 on the bar is better by far. And then we didn't really have a great other 5, right? I would like to keep this 8-point intact. So we just take down from 13. There's no real options there. Okay, 4-1, I come out. And this is hitting loose. 2 blots, double tiger. Okay, it seems extreme. But again, the race is, this is our moment. Like we have the cube, right? So we could get a gammon here and get 4 points, not just 2. So also, if they hit us, we can come back. We have a blot. We have an anchor. So the alternatives would be like lifting up the safe play, right? So here, my gammons are 16%, but if I hit, they're 22. Okay, so that's 4% more. With 1% difference in winning. Okay, so definitely going for this. And you know what? I used to be scared to make this type of play. 2 blots, but at least as long as you have something that you could cover with later, then it's definitely worth a look. Here I redoubled. I'm only at 59%. This is a 155 blunder. It's just, I guess I have, look at their winning chances is 40%. Okay, so that means they have a good chance of hitting one of these blots before I can cover them. I only have, the checkers on the 8 to help. So I was a bit too early. And my gammons are not that much. It's only 28%. So I just saw, like, when I see these blots, I'm thinking volatility, right? Volatility, think about the cube, but not this time. So I'm running. This was not the right play either. Let's see what happens. So I just ran here, but the proper play is to be safe now. So that's super confusing to me, right? Like a second ago, we wanted to go bold, but now, once we start getting ahead in the race, we don't have to be crazy. So this is definitely a mistake I would make again. And a pretty crappy roll, man. We didn't get to cover either blot. We didn't get to hit anything else. So, but yeah, I got to do better there. So they dance again. Now, this is better. Okay, so I'm definitely making this 5 and hitting there. I feel like everybody would do that. We get hit. Okay, it's one other thing. So now they have 1 on the bar. Okay, so with the 4s, I have to come in, and then I'm just thinking, bring some dudes down. These guys can't come out. Okay, so these guys I want to increase my chances, my fly shots, to try to deny them an anchor. That's my new mission. Deny them an anchor, see if I can close them out completely. And then this is going to be a challenge to get these 3 out. So I have to start thinking about using my 3s and 6s up there. They come in and out. All right. So 3-1, this is what I'm talking about with the 3s and 6s. I have to do that, right? Anything but doing that is a big issue, okay? It jumps into a blunder. And then, of course, I want to hit them again. Because I've got 4 points in my board, so they could dance. They don't happen to dance this time, but they have to put a checker back there. Now I'm running and making this point. It's super awesome. Super great. They have double 3s. So now I've got this 5' in front of me, and I should have been thinking about that 5' in front of me. So here, the clear play is to run, because, if I don't do that, then I'm still stuck behind this, right? And if I get hit, they're still stuck. So it's like, really, the risk of me getting hit is lessened because I have him contained, and they won't be able to get out there. But instead, I was scared of getting hit because I was like, well, that's going to be a triple shot on my guy, and maybe I get closed out. But really, it's going to be so hard. Like, how often do you get 2 1-6s or a double 1? And like, it's going to be a long time. It's going to be unlucky. And it's going to be super rare for them to jump out of that without having to crunch their board. So I totally had to just run there. Of course, now they're doing some. Now they have to crunch their board. Okay, now I'm running, and it's wrong. Okay, so now it's running. I could make this full prime. I think I was probably regretting not running before. So I was like, well, this time I'll run. But now I've got 4s and 6s to go, and now I can make a full prime here. And it looks like if I make this full prime here, they're going to have to crunch their board next roll anyway. That's the big difference here, right? He's got no other timing. There are some rolls that don't crunch, but there's a lot of rolls that do. And if I don't, then I'm going to have to crunch, right? I'm out of timing. Okay, so I run, I get hit. I'm dancing. They're coming in with all their things. I'm in and out, okay? This doesn't really matter. These are close plays. Just coming down, coming in. They're crunching. Okay, here's a mistake. So here this is a mistake here. Okay, so this is the correct play. Notice I keep the 5', like perfect, no daylight for these guys. They have no 6s except for 6-1. And then in my play, he has 6s and he's got 1s. So I just let him out with potential to turn the game around, right? Because if they get hit, dance, but even if they hit with this play, if he hits me, then it's still trouble. This guy's going to be blocked still. He's still on the 1, and this one can only get out with the 6. So I've still got great containment. They've got 2 things open, so I could get back in before they get out, right? There is some uncertainty there, but really I'm 82% to win with that one, and the good play is 87%, right? So this is a slam dunk, and now it's just coming in. These are all kind of forced, I think. Yeah, okay. Let's move on. Okay, we're up 4-0. That's a good start. Running. So at 4-0, up to 13, I know I have to be a little bit more conservative, but it's still a long way to go. So here, you could think about stepping up, but you got 6 here. So whenever I got 6, I'm looking at, like if there was 5, I definitely want to take 1 down, maybe even 2 down. But 6, it's definitely 2 down. We continue with this. this is pretty clear here. So here we're down in the rates, okay? So we absolutely have to hit because we don't want to let them come out for free. But my mistake is stepping up. Stepping up blocks my sixes, right? I need to give myself good sixes. It's just an easier way to get out because all my sixes will be positive. It's a small thing, but it's definitely something I should have done. Okay, so this is just spreading the one there. You don't like to put a one, you don't like to put a spare like on the edge, like a dilly builder, but it's still better than blocking up your sixes because the way they're going to win is if I can't get this guy out. If somehow they come in and make this point or this point, it's going to be, might get sketchy. Okay, so then they hit and they come out. It's a fantastic roll for them. And I'm making this now, but look at all of these are the same because it's a double pass. And it's a double pass, right? Because I just don't have the winning percentages. Like they should be coming in, they've got these spares, it's going to be very easy for them. And you could say, well, I'm going to have some winning chances when they do have to clear the two, but that's very late. And it's just not enough, right? 25%. Definitely not at the score. Maybe 25%. That might be enough at 0-0, but not right now. Okay, 4-1. Okay, 5-2. We're taking standard. Okay, they then come down and split. 4-1. There's nothing better to do than double hit here. Okay, with 5-2, you could come down and make this, but they've got one on the bar, and you want to cover this one anyway. Usually, when you have a blot on the one, covering it is a good play often. So this is just great. 2 on the bar, and you have 2, even though it's kind of weird. So look, they dance with one of them. So they dance with one of them, but after they dance with one of them, we're still at, this is 40% for us. No, 40% for them. Okay, so 60% for us. So it's still close. Now I'm going to do this play. I could come down 13 to 11, but that's not there at all. Okay, let's keep going. 6-2. Okay, so this 6-2, you look at it and you're like, okay, I could just run one to here. That gives them like a free, they're probably going to make a point or they're going to anchor up. Okay, so right now we have blitz potential. Whenever you're making the 1 point, your prime game is over. So I'm never going to prime. I don't really care. So now that I'm going to, like, you don't want to slot the 5 or slot the 7 because we're not going to prime. Our best bet is to blitz. So we're doing the double tiger action, hitting both of them because there's a chance they dance on one of them. And then there's no risk to recirculate. We've got an anchor. Okay, one of them gets hit. We come in and hit. It's pretty sweet. Okay, and then they have a pretty sweet roll themselves. Double 2s come in and hit us. Here's a blunder. What did I do? Okay, so I went here and down. This gives 7s and 5s, which is a lot. Okay, if I just went hit and here, then they're going to have to hit me with this midpoint. But this is tough. I think also it's because you want to not have 3 on the 22 and spread out. But coming down seems natural. It's just so wrong. So this is a problem. I need to figure this out. If you know what I'm doing wrong here, please tell me. Okay, so they roll, the god roll, double 1s. So now I've got 2s. I was thinking about making this 7, switching to a prime, but really, this is the better way to go. Okay, yeah, this is better because this 9 is a better blocking point than the 7 for these 2. And then we make the 11, which is pretty good. It's going to help us make the 5, right? Because like 1 away is not really any contact for the 12, for those 3 on the 12. They double. Okay, so here I've got it's 4-1. I'm always got to look at the score. 4-1, I got 3 behind a 4 prime, but I do have daylight. So, and they have 3 behind my little crappy prime, but they've got 3 back. Okay, so I've got 31%. It's tons to take. Would have been terrible to pass 200. Okay, they're moving it. And here, yeah, I got to go ahead and make this 5. You got to, like, I've seen so many plays where it's just correct to just make the 5. It's almost, you got to have really strong motives to not make that 5 there, even though we're leaving that blot. Okay, so now we got 3 points. They're coming in, not hitting us back. We don't have a really good 4-1 here, so it's coming up to get out and hitting. It's a little distraction play. We have 3 points. They have 2, so this is that part's okay. We're ahead in the race, so we'd like to play safe, but you just can't. There's no safe play, so I mean that doesn't destroy our structure so much. Okay, we get hit, and then they come out, and then we come in and out. There's no 5. We're not going to bury that, and coming out here is actually safer than staying there because this will hit them with 2 4s, and this just hits it with 4s and 7s, but 5-1. Okay, so look at the race. We are behind, but we don't really have a good a way to do this 5, right? We can come down. You can think about hitting, but the reason you don't want to hit is because we only have 9 in the zone now. Okay, so you can't blitz with 9 in the zone. You need more in the zone. So that's what I'm talking about down here. And you don't want to blitz when these guys don't have freedom, right? Because then you end up crunching often. But yeah, we definitely are not in a position to blitz. So we just make this outfield point. These outfield points are, like, it took me a while to realize that these things are so valuable. It's going to be really annoying for them to clear off these points now. The risk is we get closed out because they've got 10 here. We don't have an anchor, but that's just what the math is telling us to do. Okay, they got a 2-1, 5-4. Okay, we can't move these guys. Can't do anything good at all, right? We can come down here and slot, and then that leaves a double shot on the 13. So somehow I found the double hit, or the double tiger hitting once. Am I using double tiger wrong? You got to tell me if I'm using that term wrong. But I assume anytime I leave 2 blots in my home board, it's tigering. But yeah, this was tough. Would have been tough to find, I think, for some new players. But really, the other options are just leaving as many shots, and you don't have the upside. Okay, so so we're gonna risk it, but this way we get a reward if they dance, right? Because we have 3 points. We can cover with this one. That is like we're opening up potential futures where they dance, and we're able to cover all our board, and it's awesome. So let's just check out the winning percentages right now. We are at 31%. Okay, so with this structure and this danger, we are not the favorites, right? So we should still be, looking to stabilize. But this just happens to be our best play. Okay, so we get hit, they come down. We come in, and then I'm thinking about how do we reduce how many blots we have. So I'm coming in here. This is a productive 6. I don't want to give them more blots, right? Because this is going to be, they're going to have a party with us. So they're trying to clean up. That makes sense. Double 6. Okay, so double 6, we're still like super behind in the race. So I'm leaving these guys alone, right? You can't run this guy all the way anyway, right? So he can only go there. That would be 6 away, which would be too easy to hit. So this is a pretty easy play, 16-4, and then coming down with the 13. I don't want to bring these 2 to the 10 because that would not be very good contact with the 9. It's very easy to jump over 1, and we wouldn't have that either. That would be just like giving up a bunch of contact value. Even though we're 7 away, this is the right play. Now they're just making points, making it scarier. Now we have no choice but to run with that guy. We're not going to, bury both of these checkers on the 1. Okay, because it's just our winning chances of if we go that is like so low. And we have to bring these guys down too. Or like even if you want to bring down one of them, is that an option? Yeah. If you want to bring down one of them, that's 266, right? Your winning chances go to 18%. It's ridiculous. Okay? So they're just going to come home, 4-2. I would love to kind of make this to help me escape, because this is close. I kept rolling those 6 sixes. So now the race is even. Okay, I'm getting killed with double 4s. This is what's going to happen sometimes. I'm going to dance. Okay, so then I roll a double 6 when you only have the 6 open. Don't you hate it when this happens to you? But I misplayed this. So I'm coming in. What happened here? Coming here, I should have just like came here and stayed there. But instead, I came down with 1, and I left this guy back here. Okay, so this is what I think is the problem with this, is I'm leaving a 3-1 return shot and a 3-2 return shot, right? And then even though the 6 is open, he's got 5 points, so I could be stuck up on that board. He could come out, collect more blots. It just opens up a bunch of futures, future timelines that we want to snuff out by just getting safe, right? We're safe, and then how much are we going to win? 82%, okay? And that goes down to 78. Okay, so 4% of games is going to be that crazy evil thing that I was talking about. Okay, double 1s. I'm going to hit again, and now I'm spreading out, right? I don't need the 7 point anymore. Okay, what's going to matter most is making that 3. Or if they come in on the 3, hitting them before they escape, right? Because the race is close. I don't want to let him like get a 3-6 or jump out. I definitely want to increase my potential to cover that 3. That's what matters right now. Okay, same thing. I'm coming down here, increasing the coverage on that 3. He comes in, and I had the coverage, so no problem. Okay, and then I think this is just an easy game. Whoa, okay, backgammon. This is how a backgammon happens. Okay, so here, stuck on the bar, and then you got double 5s coming in. Beautiful backgammon. These don't happen very often. Does anyone know like the percentage of games that are backgammons? Like it's got to be less than 1% or something. It's ridiculous. Okay, so now we are 10-1. Okay, so I usually don't play games this long, so I'm kind of not sure. Like I know what to do when it's like 4-0 in a game of 5, or I guess that would be Crawford. Anyway, you know what I mean? Like when you're way up in something, but this is pretty extreme. So I'm just wondering what, like, I'm thinking to try to avoid gammons for myself, but I think I'm just going to play it one roll at a time. So I hit the double 5s here, and this is the play. What I did was this. Pretty similar, though. Not a big deal. Okay, then they dance. So this would be a double if it wasn't the craziest score. So it's a huge double. So yeah, 60% wins, 30% gammons. This is gammon town, and he's got this one to 16. But definitely not gammoning for us. Not doubling for us because we're up 10-1. Okay, this would have been a huge, man. Okay, sorry, I'll stop talking about it. It's such a bad error. Okay, double 5s for them. What did they? Okay, so double. Oh no, 5-4 they came in. Okay, so double 1s. It's pretty sweet. I hit 2 times. There's that works, and also hitting 2 times and making this point works as well. Okay, then they can't move, and then what did I do here? 13-8 is a blunder. So doing this doesn't help me. What do I care about right now? Covering this 2, making these points, okay? Bringing another one down to the 8 is only going to help me like if they're already in and I want to block them. This does not help me at all. What helps me is 2 down, right? We got 5 here. So now we have way more builders to make these guys, or these guys can now cover the 2 with 8s and 9s or something. But they dance again. And now I get covered up. Double 6 is pretty sweet. I'm coming around. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward. We're just coming around. So here I'm leaving this guy back because I kind of want to pick up this block. You know, it's like, it's only 2 blocking points in front of me, so I feel like it's worth the risk. And we can get more gammons that way. We don't want to double, but we do want gammons. Okay, so I did collect it. I'm just going to come around here. These plays. Okay, so we have to leave a shot. They hit me. That's annoying, eh? Don't you hate it when you're just like, oh, I'm just dominating, and they just hit you with that one shot, and now it should still be fine, but it could be a mess, right? It could be a super long game if I don't get out here. So 2-1. I can't play this. I can't move this at all. Okay, now they're coming in. They're in. Okay, so now I'm looking for a big double. Here, basically, you're just always going to send it. Don't mess around. Okay, just send it, because they got, even if you get hit, they're going to have to hit you several times because you're going to keep bouncing back. Okay, just keep sending it. Just keep running and never make another block. Okay, so I got a double 4s, got blocked, and they get a double 6, which is unlucky for them, but great for me. And now we're home free. Okay, so we win this one. And now it's Crawford. Well, there's a lot more games. Spoiler alert, I probably lose all these. Okay, so Crawford, same 5-4. And now I'm making the anchor. This is good. Whoa, what is happening here? Okay, this is a blunder. I'm hitting and I'm moving up. I'm giving him, I'm like duplicating 3s and 1s. Look at me. But it's just not worth it. If I keep so my opponent gets 15% gammons if I do this move, and this way they get 7. Okay, so my winning chances go from 50 to 50. It's pretty much the same, except for I'm giving them more gammons. Okay, so I should just bring another builder down. It looks really ugly though, on the 6, just like 6 on the 8 point. That's so weird, but it's an extreme score. Double 3s making points, that's always good. 6-3, okay, so I got hit. I'm just escaping. Oh, you could think about running from there, but I think they're basically the same. Not a big deal. Okay, 4-2, I got hit a bunch of times. I'm getting pointed on. I'm coming in with double 1s. Okay, that's great. 5-2. Okay, this was a mistake. They've got 1 on the bar. The correct play is to hit. Definitely want to step up because I'm like, I'm thinking that if they make this and we're 6 blocked, that'll be rough. We really just got to get on the move, and they're gonna have 4 back. So it's just, this doesn't really help us. And another 1 on the bar is just gonna buy us more time. Okay, we got hits coming in. They're coming in. Double 1s again. Okay, this is great. This is obvious. We're going to do this. We don't want to split these up and give them more shots, right? Because I would have to go to the 10, and we don't want to get hit. This is kind of scary. I mean, they've got a lot back, but like, there's still worlds where we lose this game. How many double 1s? It's a lot of double 1s. That's 3. Okay, just 2 in a row. Not a big deal. Okay, they're hitting me. Here we're hitting 2, but this is actually not correct. We don't want to hit 2. That's just going to give them more timing and more guys back. Right now, it's like when they have 2 points, that enters like back game territory, and we don't need to hit. We don't need to send anybody else. We're already up by 25. We're already going to be up by like 40. So just 1 is better, okay? Should have just in there, jump over. They come in here. So now I definitely want to take off while they're on the roof. They're coming in and out. 6-3. This was the wrong one. I should have just ran that way. I don't know why. Don't want to. Yeah, I wanted to have 1 less blot. Yep. I would make that mistake again. Okay. Okay, so they're coming in. We're taking off. Just running, right? We don't want to, this prime is good, right? You could think about like clearing the 9 point. You could be thinking about that. But we do want them to crunch a bit. It's possible, right? If we get some slow rolls and make this thing, they can crunch, because they're going to get contact. When they got 2 points, it's going to get hairy when we try to bear in. So we think about, do we want them to crunch, or is now the time to, I don't need a prime. But we kind of need a prime. Another reason we don't want to just give them this hit. We don't want to leave this guy loose because, they've got 10 over here. We don't want to get hit and give them a chance to reestablish. That's the bigger idea. Okay, so now double ones, okay? Now is the time we should have cleared the 9 to help it out, because this is only giving them 7s to hit. Because that would be totally out of range. So this would give us more flexibility, because it's going to get weird. These are the same, actually. These are exactly the same. Okay, 6, 5. Can't safely clear anything, so you make the 1. They got to take off. This is perfect. Okay, double 4s. Okay, this is great. You can't misplay this. We're going to make that 4, and then we are going to clear the 7. Why we're going to clear the 7, you can also leave a blot on the 7. But why are we going to clear the 7 is because the 7 is in range of the 2. The 8 is not in range of the 2 at all. The 9 is not in range of the 2, so it's going to be much easier to escape. And if we leave a blot there, they have to hit us with a 7, as opposed to if we have to leave a blot on the 7, they have a direct shot with the 5. 3, 1. See, look, this is what we're talking about. They have no possible way of hitting us. Coming in. Now this should be pretty clear. I do manage to make a mistake. 6, 1. Cleared 2. Okay, I had to leave a shot. And then what? Okay, double 3s. So what did I do? I took 3 off and moved 1 there. Okay, so I'm leaving 2s and 3s to hit, and that's 2 blocks. And I have 3 off. This way, I take 2 off, I have 2 on the 1, and they have 1s and 3s to hit. And the difference is 0.69. Don't get why that is so much different. 66% to win only because of the double shot. Because they're going to hit me and this board is crazy. Why is that so different? I don't get it. Please help me. Okay, so I'm hitting, and now it's just, I need to get lucky and get a big double. This is going to be boring. Oh, they picked up everything. Oh, they picked it all up. Okay, we're done. We lost that one. Here we go. Now this is automatic double time. Okay, so then I'm like, how many are they away? They're 11 away, and then when you're even away, you have a free drop. If you're odd away, I'm like, it's odd that you don't have a free drop. That's how I remember it. So it's odd. I don't have a free drop. I would never drop this if this was a regular game, so it's a take. 4-1 again. I think we had this exact roll before. We got hit 2 times. We get hit back, and we're running to the 16. Yeah, why am I running to the 16 instead of the 15? Is because I'm duplicating 4s. 17 there. That's the difference. This way they hit with 3s, but they hit with 3s here too. But then this is a 4 as well. Okay, so this gives them, this takes away all of their good 3s. Now they have a 4 here, a 4 here, a 4 here. It triplicates their 4s. That's probably the most amazing triplication you could do. 3-1, 5-3. Okay, I'm definitely happy to make this anchor and just come down. We could hit, or we could do this. We're going to leave 1 shot. This is almost equivalent. But if they hit us here, what did I move? Oh man, what happened? I've lost it. This Apple mouse is crazy. Okay, so yeah, if they hit us here with a loose blot, then we can hit them back with the 2. There's that. Pretty close though. Okay, so they're hitting us. We're coming in with double 2s. So here, we're definitely making this. in all the top plays. Oh, not this. This is pretty close too. Okay, you can't miss this. This is just a great roll. A lot of good combos. Okay, so here we are with 4-1, making that 7. 5-3. Okay, this was a mistake. Okay, I thought about making this 18. Okay, but then I just got a little nervous not having an anchor at all when I've got cubed. And I'm down in the race by 24. But they have 5 on this midpoint, which means if I have the bar, it's going to be super annoying for them, and it's basically going to solidify the game completely for me. Okay. Whereas if they make that, then their winning chances are going to go way up, and our contact is going to suck because it's only. Imagine they had this 18, and all their checkers were there. We would be at like 10% or 20%. It would be pretty low. But if we have this bar against this, then I think we're closer to 30-40. So I ran here, tried to do something productive. But it's a missed opportunity. Okay, so they're coming in. Now this is looking good. Okay, 3-1. I'm making my points, waiting for a shot. Okay, making points, making a shot. I could think about coming down from the 13 here. It wouldn't have been a big deal because this is not a lot of contact, right? Coming down here now because I don't want to mess with my structure too much. This play was fine as well because they have a blot, but really, what are the chances? Okay, 3-1, 5-4, just making our trap. Okay, I made a mistake here. Okay, so look at how crazy this is, right? This is really scary, and I think the idea is we just need to remove a blot from the situation, okay? By running 1, their gammons go to 2%. By staying back, they're at 6.5, 6.6, okay? So we basically kill all gammons, which guarantees we're only going to be at 4 to 12, right? Surely we can win that game. So that's what I should have been thinking about. Again, same mistake, right? 0.72, this is substantial. Save that blot. And look at this. It's a triple shot. It's got extra fly shot action. Just I should have known better. 8-1, they're tidying it up. Okay, so now I'm doing it. Yeah, either way. Okay, so this is what's our chances now. We talked about the situation where they're all in the 4. Our chances after he did that were 20%, right? Not good. So that's why I should have got the bar point earlier, because this was kind of inevitable. Likely. Okay, here you could think about running with 2. Not 2, you could be running with 1. Running with 1 is actually the best. It's pretty close with all these things. Okay, and we get double 5s. We're forced to flee the situation. And we lose a single game. 12-4. Will we ever win the game? Okay, we're running. That's what we like. Now, okay, so this is 4. This is 7 away. No, 9 away. Wait for it. 9 away, it's odd. We don't have a free drop. So we're going to take it. Excuse me. Okay, 4-1. Like every game we get that. 5-2, we definitely want to get some off of here. And you don't want to come in the 5. It's just they'll have 3 shots at it, and that would be 2. It's just like if they want to make the 5 anyway. So they're not going to really, if they hit you on the 5, they're going out of their way. They're going to make their board ugly. So it's kind of a win-win if you go on the 20. Hitting them back is just we don't have anything going on here. We got 7. There's no follow-up, and we're just introducing another blot. Okay, so here 4-3, I moved into that sweet spot. I should have just jumped out. It's only a 32 error. Another good one would have just been to come down here, introduce another blot, but at least it's not where they want it to go, and it duplicates their 6s. I don't know. Okay, so then they hit us. Good for them. We come in, and I put this on the 2 to try to minimize shots. But really, it was just better if we just come down to the 9. Because we got 5 on there. I don't know, I was just spooked by the score. Like a normal score, you definitely have to be brave and do that, especially when you have the anchor now. But, and then just 2 is kind of not a great place to be. But let's see. So 3-2, I'm still thinking about, like, I'm not going to hit there. That would invite a lot of gammons, right? Because I have no, you're hoping for double 6s on the next roll, or you're just going to be screwed. So, while hitting is something I'd like to do when I'm down by 30 pips, just, you have to wait. So we're going to wait, we're going to build our board. And we'll get another shot. They've got some guys, we'll get another shot sometime. Okay, double 4s. That's good for them. Okay, they're just rolling up in front of me because I have nothing. I've got no threat. I need to make points quickly, so that's what I did with the 5-3. I got to make some points. Again, I could hit, but that would be correct. This would be correct, huh? Pretty close, though. These are close. Okay, so this is just over the scale where you have 3 points, so you might as well go for it. Yeah, I was definitely scared of getting gammoned. How many gammons do we give up if we do this? They're getting 28% gammons, and in my play, it's 6%. Are you serious? 6. So we go from 41. So our wins go way up, but their gammons go way up. And it just, like, crunching the math, it came out on top. But those are the opposing forces, right? At this score and everything, holding the cube, we want to reduce our gammons. So even passing on like 20% more wins, it was close. Okay, so they're coming in. This is looking pretty good for them. We're coming down. They're just, okay, we're pretty much cooked. We're holding on. We're trying to make our best board here. We're not really worried about getting gammon. It's like 2% gammons. So we can just safely make our board. So we've got this high anchor, and now whatever, they win this game. Okay, getting there. Okay, so they've got the bar. We make our 5, double take. Again, is it odd away? It is 4 plus 3, 7 is odd. It's odd we don't have a free drop because we keep losing. Okay, 6-5. This was the wrong 6-5. This is the 6-5 I would normally play, but I think at this score, or is it because this is primed? We don't care about blitzes, about gammons. This definitely brings more gammons, but I thought it would just bring more wins too. So this gives us 13 gammons. This is 12 gammons. It's not a big deal. This is 45% wins, and this is 45% wins. 16. Yeah, it's just a little bit less gammons for them. But those plays are kind of close. They hit us. Okay, so 4-2. We're definitely thinking they got 10 here, but this is like got these good points. So what we're thinking about is just don't get stuck in here, right? We don't have a good 4-2 anyway, but we don't want to keep this. We need to make one of these points, so we got to just spread out. They can't hit 3. I mean, they could hit 3, but anyway, we need to risk it. Okay, so here we go. So we're down by 27. So we don't want to, like, you might be tempted to leave this 24 to have some more coverage to make their contact zone bigger. But they have all this nice spread out stuff, it's just not going to happen. And we have this contact with the 7. It's going to be tough for them. They're not going to be able to, like, just escape really quickly unless they get a big double. Here they're going for it, and we hit. Okay, so this one we have to, because if we don't, they're just home free. And remember, it was only 20% wins if they get this box in front of us, and they have no points, so we're good to come back in. We want contact. So we're not too worried about getting gammon when we have this. We actually want to win this game. We must win a game. Okay, so we want to block them in here. This was a close play too. That's interesting. And you definitely don't want to make the 1 and leave your blot there. Okay, so now I'm making the 1. double fives. Okay, we're trying to be efficient here. This was actually the best play, jumping out with all three, even though we would be only 23% to win if we make this jumping out play. That's interesting. But staying back, remember, this is not much contact at all, right? And if they had just this 4, it was 20%. So the difference of me having this and them having to do grid come down is only like 4.36%. So the difference was not a huge amount. So you might as well run out to prevent like getting trapped in there or something. It's just, these are close plays. So I'm just gonna make my board. We're not worried about getting gammon. We do have some contact here. So we're gonna hopefully get lucky and get a shot. Just make your board. We're not gonna get gammon too much. Make your board, slot the points. Okay, they're coming in. We pretty much have no contact now. What's the wins? We're at 7%. Okay, the computer makes a mistake. And we're just gonna run. Because when we got a full board, it's so nice, just leave it. Okay, and we didn't hit our shot, and then they win this game. Okay, here we go. I think this might be our time. Okay, double. They are 5 away. I'm getting quicker at it. 5 away. It's odd. We don't have a free drop, so we're going to take it. 3-2. Okay, this is not the best one. It's actually better to do this. I was a bit scared because they've got 11 right here. But it's okay. 5-4. I'm trying to get out of there. We don't want to do any hitting or crazy stuff. They have a ton in the zone here. So normally you want to have an anchor, but we can't just sit there either because they could block us in. We get a 2-1. Okay, we talked about this. Leaving the 7 point to hit the 5 is the right play. It's totally the right play. This guy hitting 2 is nice, but it's better to have that 5 point. Okay, so then we would have the 5, the 6, and the 8, and we could remake the 7. Bada bing, bada boom with one of those. They come in and hit us there. Fine. Okay, so now we have 3-2. This is a situation they've got. So we come in on the 2. That's 4. So where else is our 3? You know, we could come down here. We would be leaving a double shot. We could jump out. We're going to be hitting a triple shot. So when we're leaving this many shots anyway, we have to give ourselves a way out that's positive. Okay? So hitting this 3, putting them on the roof, gives them a chance to dance or miss us. So they didn't actually hit us. This was amazing. 4-1. I'm trying to tidy up now. Okay? So remember I wanted an anchor because they have so many blots and it's getting worse. So I made this 23. Okay? It's very close even if you don't make the 23. Because making the 23 makes you very less likely to make the 20, the 21, or the 18, right? You need a double to do that. And there's less fly shots to hit these guys. So you're giving up a lot, but you're reducing the anchors. I mean the gammons. So this, they gammon us 12%, and the other way they gammon us 16.8. Okay, so that's the play. Here, double 4s. How did I screw this up? Okay, so I came down with all 3 and then put one on the 2. But this is just a nicer way to do it. Okay, come down with 2 and put this guy here. It's productive because when they leave with the 4, we want more checkers to attack the lot on the 4. So yeah, of course I should have done that. They run with 1, and this is the situation. It just so happens my error turned out to be fortunate. So I'm hitting. Now we've got 4 points with them on the board. That is the kind of thing we're looking for because we needed a break like this. We need them to dance so we can get moving because this is going to take us several rolls to get out of here because we're blocked. Okay, so they hit that. They can't move. This is our mission. Let's move these guys. We can't. We're screwed. So our new mission is just to spread out. We don't want to put them to clear the 9 here. We do want more chances to hit them if they come in on the 1 or the 4. It's close. It's a close race, but we don't have freedom, right? So we need to keep them on the bar, or we're going to lose. So we have to risk spreading out. They dance. Okay, this is what we wanted. We have to leave these things here. We must, because this is the real problem. Okay. Even if we get hit, we can come back in. It's not great, but this is going to be a huge problem, right? Because if we don't do this, let's say we move 6-3 down here, some kind of stuff, then like, what are we going to do next roll if we don't get out? And what if we do, or the next roll, right? We're going to run out. We're going to crunch. So they keep dancing. This is exactly what I need, and then we're free. Okay, this is amazing. As soon as we got that, our chances go to 78. Before it was 69. So that's a big roll. Now we're just going to try to tidy up. Now I'm going to switch to tidying up. Okay, so here we make this. We do want to tidy up. Clear up those blots. We don't want to give them any chance to come in. I mean, to hit us with a weirdo shot from the bar. 4-1, no shots, right? This is 17 worse. Normally, you would be like, okay, this is good. I can increase this chance of the 4. It doesn't matter. You'll be fine. No shots. Okay, they come in there. 4-1. This is going here. Double threes. Did I not even finish this game? I didn't even finish this game. Okay, I must win this. What are we going to do? I'm going to come in. We're thinking about moving that 6. Okay. Oh, live error. Live error. What should I have done? I should have just taken one off. Yeah, I should have just taken one off. Okay, so then they went and did this. Then we had an auto roll of 6-6, 3-2, 5-4. We hit them. They hit us back. We're not going to win this game. Okay, they're coming out. We've got double ones. So now we can't get gammoned. We do have some winning chances here. If we come in quickly, now it's looking not great for us. I thought this game was over. Okay. Okay, we're coming down. No, we're still going to lose. Wait a second. No, we're going to lose. Okay. Let's go. 5-4. Okay. Same 5-4. They've got 3. It's odd. It's odd that we don't have a free drop, so we're going to take it. Okay, we're going to hit back. Ouch. Okay, we're here. We can take this 21. I think we're just going to make this 4. Okay, that's a problem. Should have been the 21. Interesting. It's tough. So I guess we're likely to get primed here a little bit more. But we get double 5s, which is super lucky. A lot of good things we could do here. This is a key one. So we could go all the way. That's a 30 pip lead. No contact. We just need to come home. Okay. We could also hit. Come out. This is going to give us some problems later. Might keep them on the bar. This is crazy. I'm nervous. Okay, I think this is 6 here. This is, how many bad rolls do I have after this, you know? Like, what if I roll a 4-3? That's okay. What about a 4-2? That's fine. Not great, though. 5-4. I think I'm going to do this and hit him. Okay, let's see how bad my other thing would have been. Pretty much the same. Okay. 4-3. So we could hit and run, or we could play it safe, or we could come 2 down. I think hitting and running might be good. We've got 3. Let's see what this would look like. So then they would hit us with 3-2, like 5-2, 5-3, 2-3, 2-2, and they have 3 here, but they're gonna have 3 back. So if not, I'm still gonna. I need to clear this bar sometime. So I'm going to do it. This 1 6 2 6. I feel like I'm just going to do this way. Okay, that's an error. It was the other way, but definitely hitting was the best thing to do. Okay, 3 2. I don't want to give shots. I don't need this point. Okay, that's scary. We have a bunch of points now. This was another error. Oh, I'm on fire. Okay, should have taken this here, clean this guy up. Okay, 5 2. I think we just come down with 2. 6 4. Okay. You could hit with 2. They've got a scary front position. But if we did this, then they're going to hit us with some 6s and 1s. 1 2 3. Is there a completely safe way to do this? There's not. So there's not. So I feel like this is the ticket. It's incorrect. Double hit was the way. Double hit was the way. Okay, it's a long video. I'm going to try to finish up here. I try not to butcher my PR too much. Do we hit or not? Do we hit or not? So if we hit, they're going to have 5 back, helps them with contact, helps them with timing. Otherwise, I do this. This is a problem for later. We have to clear this 0.5 away. So I'm going to go ahead and hit and do this. Okay, I should have done the other thing. That was a pretty significant error. Okay. Try to stay flexible. Double 1s. Okay, I would love to clear this point. That's the ticket. Okay, that's correct. I'd love to clear this point. I can't. I've only 5s here. So if that's my 5, yeah, I want to stay spread out, keep my spares. 6 4. Oh no. This match will never end. Three, 2, we don't want to make another blot. Here, we're just trying not to get gammoned. So I can do that. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. Just try not to get gammoned. So we all knew this was going to happen. No blots. You can try fishing for another blot. See, like, they're going to want me to hit, and then they want me to play some 2s to try to get another blot, so to make their win chances go way up. Okay, we get a shot. Oh. God. Oh my God, double 6s. It's quite a race. We are going to lose. Okay, a lot of fireworks, but we have lost. This is it. This is double match point after that huge lead, 6 4. So you could hit the 2. That will give you more gammons, but we're going to run because we don't need gammons. Here, we could point on them there. We could play it safe. Yeah, I think pointing on them is what we have to do. Okay. 6 2. We could hit again. We could do this. You could do this. We could just do this. I feel like not sure about that. Okay, this was the best play. Okay, 4-3, we're definitely going to cover, and let's just keep trying to close them out. So make this point. I wish you could just point there. Yeah, we're going to try to deny that anchor. Keep going with the denial. Denial's not going well, but now we can go switch to this 5 prime. Okay, so our mission is still to prevent that, so I do want to cover that. And these two are blocked. We can do this. 5-4. We're going to do this 5-4. Let's try to get this 6. Okay, surely we win this game, right? Surely we win. We got to get these guys from the back out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is somewhat forced. Of course we're going to leave a shot. God damn it. All right, here we go. 5, 6. So I don't want to leave that ball. 5. Don't roll a 6. Don't roll a 6. Okay, this is looking good. Come in already. Come in. Uh-oh. Okay, all we need to do is win this game, right? So let's let them come in. Don't get crazy. Yeah, there we win the game. Whew, that was tense. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far. Talk to you later.